So, just recently, hip hop performer Lizzo held a concert in Knoxville, Tennessee, and during her concert, she brought drag queens onto her stage to protest, a bill limiting drag shows in the state of Tennessee. Now, is this woman under mind control or just a willing advocate for indecent exposure to children? Or maybe both?
In light of recent and tragic events and current events, I was told by people on the internet, cancel your shows in Tennessee, don't go to Tennessee. But why would I not come to the people who need to hear this message the most? The people who need to feel this release the most? Why would I not create a safe space in Tennessee where we can celebrate drag entertainers and celebrate our differences and celebrate fat black women?
Tennessee State Bill 3, or as some people refer to as the Tennessee Drag Ban, basically bans public adult cabaret performance in front of children in the state of Tennessee. Now, I don't know about you, but wouldn't that just make so much sense not to expose children to nudity and or sexual dancing? I guess I must be the stupid one. Now, I say bill because although the bill was signed into law by the state's governor in early March of 2023, almost a month later, a U.S. district judge temporarily blocked the bill from being enforced as law due to it being overly vague. And this decision conveniently happened a week after the shootings at a Christian private school by a transgender man named Aubrey Hale. And that actually reminds me, where is the manifesto for that shooter?
Things that make you say,
I think as time go by, it just says a lot of where our government's law enforcement, in this case the FBI, where they stand. But back to Lizzo. What she did will be conveyed to her fans as bold and courageous, but she didn't do anything she was not told to do, or at least allowed to do. I mean, just like country award singer Kelsey Ballerini and what she did at the Country Music Awards show just 3 weeks prior. I mean, she pretty much did the same thing. She brought onto her stage a couple of drag queens to advocate for their profession and to receive some form of preferential treatment. I mean, why aren't we allowing strippers or adult film stars like Gemma Jameson or, Lana Rhodes onto the stage? And please don't ask me how I know these names, okay? That's my secret. But why aren't we letting these professionals on the national stage to promote their careers? Maybe because we know not to push their profession onto our children. I mean, there's a smart reason why we don't have strippers conducting a reading hour at the library for our kids. I mean, well, besides the fact that the library will be bombarded with a whole bunch of horny guys. But other than that, we know not to because it's just common sense. Common sense not to promote adult activities to children. Drag shows have been going on for years, decades, hell, even centuries. So it's nothing new. Now, it may not be my cup of tea. However, I do admit, I did like the Robin Williams movie, The Birdcage.
Don't use that tone to me. What tone? That sarcastic, contemptuous tone that means you know everything because you're a man and I know nothing because I'm a woman.
you're not a woman.
Oh, you bastard.
Hilarious movie. Seriously, it was funny. I mean, if you haven't seen it and you want to laugh, I would recommend that movie to you. But one thing I noticed in that movie? No kids. Look, just leave the kids alone. That's it. And for celebrities like Lizzo, Madonna, Gabrielle Union, Jon Stewart, and many, many more, for them to strongly advocate on behalf of drag shows and trans rights when they have the same amount of rights as everyone else, it just continues to show that how what they're promoting, which is it's kind of like sexual innuendos, is to be normalized for our children. You know what they say? What you allow and advocate is what you agree with and support and possibly participate in. Lizzo is continually putting her stance into the ground on what she's all about. Now, don't get me wrong. She's somewhat talented. Now, she's a great flutist, but her music as a rapper and pop artist, ain't all that. But what she is and what is her bread and butter is an ally for debauchery, moral depravity, and just overall decadence. I mean, a woman weighs about almost 300 pounds and is a proponent for fat acceptance. I mean, that's an early death, and everybody knows this. But under the auspice of inclusivity and acceptance and love and belonging, we as a people are basically supporting a future society with messed up kids that will become dumb, overweight, gender confused, promiscuous, and in a nutshell, easy to manipulate. So it seems like the powers that be are winning, and Lizzo is just helping them to lead that charge, as this is basically what she'll be known for, as a disruptor. I mean, think about it. If Lizzo loses weight, kind of like how the singer Adele did, then her career will be over. Because unlike Adele, Lizzo doesn't have the talent to overcome her plus size charade of acceptance. She doesn't even accept it herself, as on numerous occasions, she's found online expressing her depression. And of course, she will say nonsensical things like body neutrality, where she can detach herself from how her body looks and feel. But we all know that's just avoidance. So to a degree, I do feel sorry for Lizzo, because she's just allowing herself to be used, as I would like to believe that she knows that children should not be attending or viewing drag shows. But, another celebrity that came before Lizzo and did something similar, as I mentioned earlier, and is also being used by the drag queens mafia, is country singer Kelsea Ballerini. Now, what she did, it was insensitive, as it was just days after the Nashville shooting. Or was it not? I discuss more right here.